Regarding the geopolitical trends, FC Barcelona faces different challenges ahead.
The club has a long history. Tracing back to its foundation in 1899, originally founded and owned by its members, it doesn't have a traditional company structure. A dominant club with a global presence around the world, the biggest in terms of revenue with 356 million fans worldwide, with 3.4% of those fans within Spain, FC Barcelona is being valued at $4.7 billion in 2021. Its motto, Més que un club, which means more than a club, goes beyond just words by creating Barcelona's foundation in 1994. For our analysis, we have taken 5 KPIs. First, the customer acquisition cost per year. Second, the revenue per segment per year. Third, the difference between players' salaries by season. Fourth, its social media and Barça TV engagement per year. And the last one, the annual growth of its fans base in promising locations. As you will soon find out, FC Barcelona will most certainly face exciting opportunities and interesting challenges in the upcoming years.
When we are talking about the political perspective, we have to consider the benefits of investments made in AI technology to enhance their stadium security, but also the possibility of Cataluña's recession from Spain, and a decreasing attendance rate being enforced by travel restrictions across the nation and Europe. In the economic context, the club might not only be negatively affected by future recessions, but it could also find new sources of revenue in the emergence of new fans in rich markets by creating global and local partnerships for seasonal tournaments across the globe and by opening new training centers such as the nowadays famous La Masia. This last point is related with a social perspective for the club, as it could support athletes in these new training centers or via school alliances in order to identify young talent in emerging countries with growing population across Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Unfortunately, as a result of an unequal growing population, the club might face a revenue reduction by a growth in unemployment and a decrease in the sales growth rate. Technology side, things are a little bit brighter. The club has the opportunity to increase data collections from players to improve the performance of the team, and while the usage of AR and VR headsets grow across the globe, a new challenge may arise as more leisure opportunities become available and competition becomes stiffer. At the same time, in the environmental space, the club can become a leader in terms of sustainability by the implementation of sustainable clothing. In this subject, FC Barcelona could take this initiative to the next level and propose a new football t-shirt made of 100% recycled organic cotton or plastic bottles. In addition to this, from a legal perspective, there are 2 challenges ahead for the club: a growing concern about employee wage protection laws as a consequence of COVID-19 pandemic, as well as an increase in regulation inside the country or from FIFA. Taking into consideration the current geopolitical scenarios, the challenges ahead, and how these are impacting the KPIs for the club, we have developed an objective analysis of the impact and likelihood of occurrence for each pastel dimension based on the information researched related to socio-economical and socio-political trends. As a result, the most pressing issues in a 24-year timeline are related to technology, the society, and the economic situation. But not only we considered the different dimensions of the pastel as a whole, we also considered each specific trend in order to come up with the most concerning opportunities and threats. We have designated the specific weights by considering whether it may or may not have a consequence in the financial situation of the club, the possibility of generating new sources of revenue, how easily it can be copied by other clubs or competitors, how easily it could be to mitigate the effects, and whether the club could be able to manage the impact by itself or it may need to find an external entity. As a result of this, from the technology point of view, FC Barcelona will most probably have to deal with an increase in more immersive virtual realities from companies such as Meta and the competition that comes with it, from virtual concerts, TV shows, and other forms of virtual entertainment. But the club may be able to leverage this VR wave by allowing an unprecedented access to the soccer stars of the team without leaving their home. Considering the growth in population from low and middle income countries, there is a big opportunity that FC Barcelona should not let go. This can be a potential for growth for three reasons: the ability to find new young talent for the club, a growing number of fans in those regions, and creating a new source of income in middle income countries with the creation of regional training academies. The club has already a strong brand, so why not leverage it? Thank you so much for your time. We are Section D, Team 7.